Today we are going to learn how to incorporate a one-handed cartwheel into our rope dart flow. This variation was taught to me by my friend Franco Garcia Belina. Thanks, Franco! I like this cartwheel because it flows easily in between a body tracer and an elbow shot, which feels clean and natural as a sequence to me. For my tutorial on body tracers, please check out my complete online rope dart training course, which is linked in the body of this video and in the description. My elbow shot tutorial is free on YouTube and is also linked. Since I am not a professional gymnast, I highly suggest checking out the gymnastics tutorials that I have chosen to link in order to best understand the one-handed cartwheel. I will also mention some tips that helped me learn it. Let us begin. First, we need to get used to doing a one-handed cartwheel on our non-dominant side, or anchor side. This was definitely the most difficult part of the move for me, as I don't usually train cartwheels in this direction. I start by doing a regular cartwheel on my dominant side. Once I have drilled this a few times, I attempt a regular cartwheel on my non-dominant side. This took about a week to feel comfortable with, and it might take much longer, depending on how often you train your cartwheels. Next, I start to experiment with putting less and less weight on the second hand that goes down during the cartwheel. This is our lead hand, which means that it will eventually hold the rope closest to the dart head. It also helps to push off hard with my non-dominant foot, aka my anchor foot, in order to give myself enough speed and momentum to finish the cartwheel with only one hand down. I train this slowly, taking more and more weight off of my second hand until I feel comfortable enough to stop using it completely. Once we start to feel really comfortable with our one-handed cartwheel on our non-dominant side, we can start to train it while holding the rope in both of our hands. We make sure to grip our rope at about a forearm's length or less away from the dart with our lead hand. I like to hold my anchor hand up high since it's going to be holding all of the slack as well as supporting my weight when it hits the floor. Let's try this step on its own. We will stand in wheel plane, spinning on a downward spin. We stick our anchor hand up in the air as well as picking up our anchor foot. We then practice putting our anchor hand down on the ground while still holding the slack as our lead foot rises and kicks up. We should ideally trace a straight line with our whole body during this step. At the same time, we need to keep spinning the dart in the same direction with our lead hand without the dart hitting the ground. If the dart is hitting the ground, we probably need to adjust our grip to be closer to the dart head or raise our hand higher off the ground. During the final step, we are going to push off the ground with our anchor foot in order to execute the one-handed cartwheel. As we are doing this, we spin the dart in wall plane in front of us with our lead hand. We will complete one spin as we complete the cartwheel. The simplest way to end the cartwheel is in wall plane. We will end by spinning towards our anchor side. Let's practice this. Okay, that is an easy way to incorporate a one-handed cartwheel into our flow. Once we feel really comfortable with this basic version, we can look for ways to transition in and out of this move. One fun simple exit could be to do a stationary neck spin and add a stall at the end of it. Please see the description if you need help with either of these moves. To incorporate the neck spin, we can practice bringing our rope close to the lead side of our neck as soon as we get up from the cartwheel. Eventually, we can transition from the cartwheel to the neck spin without adding any extra spins in between. Another cool transition in and out of the cartwheel is to add body tracers before and after the move. Once again, that tutorial is in my online course, which is linked in the description and the body of this video. Here's what that transition looks like. We can also add an elbow shot. I love this sequence because it is easy to flow in and out of without pausing or interrupting our flow. If you like this tutorial, please consider supporting me on Patreon, where I post many other videos and tutorials, or by purchasing my complete online rope dart course called The Guide to Becoming a Graceful Rope Dartist. Click on the link in this video or in the description to find it. Thanks so much for watching!